Hello everyone, it's Deb again. So today I am going to make my insulated cover for the 12-volt fridge freezer unit that I have that's going to be sitting in the rear cargo area of my sub-overland. And I'm going to use Reflectix to make it. It's real simple. And I've got some duct tape here. And luckily, this width that I got, they have different widths, but the particular one that I got was exactly tall enough, and it was actually ironically perfect that it was exactly what I need to go up to the line right there and still be able to open this stuff. So I really lucked out on that one. This is the E-Macht 12 volt, and it can be both at the same time. And I did make a video about this. I think it's in my reviews playlist if you want to check that out. But I've already cut off a rough estimate of what I need to go around there. And what I have to do now is cut out holes for all these vents. There's here on the end and on both sides there are vents. So I have to cut holes out for those. Plus I have to cut around these handles, and so I'm going to have to notch it right there and then cut out a little bit and notch it back up there. And then I've got to try to figure out some kind of top for it. I think maybe I don't know if I should do all one piece or try to make two pieces, because these both open independently. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but I have plenty of the Reflectix left over, so I don't know, I guess I'll figure it out. Alright, I'll see you in a minute when I get this wrapped up. Okay, I was trying to do a time lapse. Hopefully that turned out okay, but probably what you couldn't see exactly what I was doing was I took this marker and I started on the other side, and I just made marks right where the vents are supposed to be. And so I went around and did all three of them, and then so now all I have to do is cut out those squares. And so, and then up here I just scored right there on both sides. So now I need to cut off that excess right there too. And then right back here on this corner is where I'm going to do the tape to join the ends. So I'll show you what I have when I'm done. Alright, so I've got all my squares cut out, all three of them, and it looks pretty good. I mean, I probably could have done a better job, but it's not bad. And then I've got this part cut out on both sides. There's that cut out. And so what I want to do is make the joint here at the corner, and I wanted to have the tape on the inside and on the outside, but I couldn't just like take this off and then tape the inside and then put it on and then tape the outside, because this is very snug fitting and it wouldn't have gone down over the handles, and so I have to do it right here in place. And so just to help me out, I put one of my little sticky gummy thingies right there behind that corner right there, and that's holding it in place so that I can do this. And then I took my masking, or my duct tape, and I put it on the back side, and so this is sticky right here, that's sticky, and I've just got it all the way down the back side of it. And so now I just have to pull this over and join it there on top. Let's see if I can show you guys this. Probably not much, huh? But I'm trying to get it as tight as possible. And still get that tape back there. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, guys. It was a good idea though, I think. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think that worked. Yeah, that works. It's hot in here and I turned the fan off because it's so loud. And I'm sweating to death. But that fan behind you there, it's pretty loud. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a strip of tape right down here, probably in 2 or 3 sections, just because long pieces are hard to manage. And then that'll be done, and then I can start working on the top part. Okay, so here we go. I don't think it looks too bad. That's 3 pieces of duct tape, and it's not the same color, but it's okay. This is actually going towards the back, well, towards the center. This is going to be towards the tailgate, and I had to do it that way because the power outlet is here, so I wanted this, you know, when I open the tailgate, I wanted this to be right there in front. And so I think it looks pretty good. It was kind of gaping in places, and so I have had to use quite a few of my little sticky tab things. The one that I put at the end to help hold it in place, I actually went and used one like at each opening, because right here it was kind of flapping open a little bit, and even though this is ultimately going to go down into that tray and the tray will hold it, I didn't want it to just kind of be flapping around when we were going to set it down in there. So that is kind of temporary, but they're pretty strong. They're pretty strong little sticky tabs. So I've got one at each side opening, and then here at the top I did put one there because it was kind of gaping open. So there's one there. On the other side there's another one on the other side too. And then here on the end, because this is wider, I put one there and one there, and on each end I've got one right back there, just kind of holding that back into place. And so it's pretty secure and everything. I like these little tabs. This is the backing that's pretty hard to get off of the thingy, but if you work at it you can get that backing off of there. And so it's like a double-sided gummy sticky tab thing, and I just have one more to put in because right on this side it was kind of gaping open a little bit. I didn't like that, so I've got one here already, and I've got to put one right there, and then that'll be the last one of these that I have to apply. And then I started on the top. My initial thought was to just have one piece going across and just having it set there, you know, because I'm gonna have a shelf. This is gonna be the bottom part, and then right above that will be a shelf, and the shelf is only gonna be that far away from it. So if I just have this laying there on it, that shelf would hold it down and everything, and then I could, you know, that would help keep the sun off of it, and that would serve its purpose. So, but you know, anytime I wanted to get in here or even just quickly look at the display, I'll have to remove that whole thing. And so I didn't really like that idea. And so what I thought wanted to do was to make each one open independently. And so what I first was doing, you know, trying to make it so that I could still see the display like that. And then what I first did was cut the corner here to make it come in like that. And I did the same down here at this end. And I would have just put duct tape on there. But what I realized after I had it in place was there was really nothing down here at this end to keep it in place or anything. And I would have still had to take that whole thing off at any rate. And so I think instead what I'm probably going to do, if I want to go through that much trouble, is to, I've got some actual double-sided tape out in my rig, and I thought maybe I could just put some right here and then right along here and all the way around, and then just cut this basically right there. You know, I would take it right there because I still have to access that little handle latch, and then I could cut it off right here. Excuse me. But I just thought maybe you could just overlap it just a little bit. You know, there's going to be a little bit of a gap there, so it's not like, you know, having one full piece across. It's not going to be fully insulated or anything like that. But if I want to just glance at the display when I, you know, open it and pull it out a little bit, if I just want to glance at the display and not necessarily get into anything, you know, it would be nice if I could do it like that. But I still want to cover up those seams, and so maybe just overlapping just a little bit would work. I don't know. And I'm kind of worried about the double-sided tape. You know, if it gets too hot, it might lose its adhesiveness. So I'm not sure, but if I do that, I could tape it right to that. But then what I figured out very quickly was when I open the door, this is going to want to move. And so what I thought I could do, let me see if I can show you. Well, I wouldn't be able to have those sticky tabs there. I'd have to take those out. But if I had it long enough that it was tucked down in there, when the door opened, it would have that, it would just go down into that area of the Reflectix. And so it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do, maybe, if I want it to open independently without dealing with one piece. So I'm gonna get a poll from you guys. Let me know what you think. If I should just keep it simple and just lay a piece of Reflectix on there, and when I go to open it, I can just take it to the back and get into it and go like that and push it back in the rig. Or should I try to do the double-sided tape and, you know, tape it directly to it, and then leave that gap there that I can read. I'd have to cut off quite a bit from the end of this, but I've already cut these anyways because I thought I was going to do this whole wrapping at the end like a Christmas present or whatever, but that's not going to work. So I've already used it, you know, so I can just cut that down and make it work. But I do have more on the roll here, so if I wanted to do one whole piece, I still can do that. So let me know what you guys think. One piece or two pieces? That is the question. Alright, I will talk to you later. Hope you guys are doing well. Bye.